Welcome back, guys, to Let's Play Deus Ex Part 5. So to recap in the last part, well, you probably already know what happened in the last part, I'm assuming. And if you haven't, well, you can always go watch it. I decided to just go ahead and dive right into this game. If I get a bunch of people saying, hey, put those recaps back in, I'll think about doing it. But for now, I think it's best to just dive right in. So we're going to step over Johnny's dead body. Sandra Retton, I'm assuming, went into the underground tavern. That's the tavern right here with a nice little animation of the devil lady doing her winking move. Let's close this door, then you go over here. There's some police officers guarding something.
Talk to one of the guys in green. Unatko's running the show today.
Not just green, blue, though he doesn't know we're undercover with Unatko. We're gonna take these bullets. I'm assuming they don't mind. I'm gonna talk to him too.
We've been asked to direct pedestrians to the Underworld Bar. You'll be safe there.
And there's just not much that they're sharing. So Sandra Retton gave us some important information on a guy named Smuggler. We're gonna visit him eventually, but for now, we're going to... I'm searching for equipment or hidden stuff. Because even though I played this millions of times, way back when, over the course of many years, I still have a tendency to look around the same corners that I know that there's nothing there. There's the subway. But yeah, we're going to visit Smuggler eventually, but for now, we're going to go over here. There's a dead terrorist body. We're going to loot him. He's got a candy bar, wonderful. We got a chalk outline here. And a door we can't enter, unfortunately, because it's part of the graphics. Very dangerous part of town, isn't it? There is also a dead cop and another dead terrorist with a biocell. Wonderful. That's excellent. Let's put our knife away for now and go around here. Oh, what's going on here? How you doing?
Do something, man. They're gonna kill him.
Uh-oh. Well, let's go ahead and, save and...
Nothing. I checked his pockets. You don't live underground and not have one of Charlie's cards. Make him take off his shoes.
I just sleep down there. They don't give you money unless you're on the council.
Take off your shoes. Charlie has no reason to be stingy if he has a currency encoder.
They just hacked a few accounts. They have some extra cash, that's it.
I'm not asking again.
It's just a bunch of us. We go down there to get out of the cold.
All right, we'll do it the hard way.
Oh, no you don't. That's why I have my shotgun out. I'm gonna reload. Flawless victory, too. Now, I wanted to get my shotgun out because, as you know, Deus Ex, since our rifle skill is very, very low, it takes a while for the reticule to get smaller, so our accuracy is higher. Let's loot. He's got buckshot ammunition. That's good. We just spent some. And he's got a crowbar. We don't need that. Let's go ahead and throw that away. I gotta organize this a little bit. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm gonna put this here. Because there's some more items I'm gonna be keeping later on. Hey, you alright?
Did you see that?
Yes,
It was uncalled for. You mug people, great. You need the dough. But you show some respect.
What were they after?
Especially when it's your ally. They came to us. They wanted an underground base.
So those guys were NSF?
Yeah, the NSF gives guns to anybody who wants to fight. A lot of people just take the guns and do what they want.
So the terrorists are based in the subways? The sewers?
They need to move some kind of secret equipment. Our tunnels are like the crossroads.
Tell me how to find this base, and I bet I can get the NSF off your back.
Underworld. Just remember that word when you see Curly. He lets people in.
I was like, what was that thing on the bottom right there glowing? It turns out that's just these bodies here.
Me, personally, I don't rob. I think it's wrong.
I'm guessing. That happened really quickly.
I think Curly went underground, but remember that password. You might need it someday.
That was a clean kill, though. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going full non-lethal in this playthrough, but sometimes I want to just shoot someone in the head. People who deserve it. That's what thugs get. But anyways, let's talk to this guy.
Next manhole I see, I'm going underground, and I'm not coming up.
You know, sometimes he runs away and lands in a completely different direction. Like, he'll be over there, or he'll be over here. But I think this is the first time, because NPCs run all over the place when combat is going on, I think This is the first time for me he went back to his original position. That's cool. Let's go over here, or rather, let's play some basketball and take a little break. That was a huge failure there. I am not a basketball player, guys. And neither is JC, apparently. I'm trying to see if I can land it in the basket. Sign him up for the Knicks. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Let's go over here.
Back off, man.
Nope, okay. Leave you be. You can read this if you like. I'm gonna let it go for a few seconds, and I'm gonna move away. Give you enough time to pause if you want to go ahead and read that. Just in case. Not like these videos get like 1 million views or anything, but, you know, they're reaching like 50 to 100 on average, and, you know, stats, I think at least one of you want to read them. This goes somewhere, and that somewhere will be prevalent later on. I'm not going to go through here, though. You'll see. Let's go back out into the streets. This area is now completely safe. Those thugs have been taken out. The NSF troops are a combination unconscious and dead over by the park. Johnny's dead over there as well. We could have scared him away, but I like to kill him. There's a reason for that, and that reason will be obvious later on. Anything over here? No, just trash. Cardboard box. That leads somewhere. We're going to go there eventually. We're going to talk to these UNACO agents over here, or these UNACO soldiers, rather. They're not agents.
Denton. Hey, it's Denton.
You want these?
What? Give him the grenades.
Look, I know he's your brother, but
Your brother gave us these things. Look at this. Irritation to all exposed mucous membranes. What's that gonna do?
just tell Paul to give us bullets next time.
Here's one. Prolonged exposure can damage the bronchial pathways. Prolonged exposure? It's like giving them cigarettes or something.
Look, do you want these things?
So it could say, keep them, those things save lives, but we use gas grenades, so we'll choose this.
Sure, hand him over.
Here you go, with my compliments. Good luck.
Just one? You guys said these things and grenades. I'm assuming that was more than one. We currently have 6 now. It's marvelous.
Effective crowd control? What's that supposed to mean? Sorry, he's a little worked up.
Sounds like it.
Gonna be some really sniffly terrorists.
Indeed.
Should talk to your brother about this.
My brother does what he wants, and I do what I want. Let's go ahead and loot these. That is some sniper rifle ammunition. Really handy. And some 10mm ammo. Let's go ahead and save. And we circle around back to the park.
We'll take it from here.
So let's go into the Ton Hotel.
What's your business here, Agent?
Just going up to my brother's room.
You better hold off. The NSF retreated in there about half an hour ago, and they've taken hostages. We're waiting on a specialist.
I'm your specialist. Just tell me where the hostages are being held.
No one's standing in your way, but you'll have to go in alone. Our orders are to hold the perimeter. We think the terrorists are on the 2nd floor.
Carry on, Corporal.
Agent?
So you may notice Hilton Hotel, but it's called the Tom because I guess they never fixed this sign.
Don't take any unnecessary risks.
I won't.
Remember, no deals with terrorists.
Got it.
Good luck, Agent.
Thank you. We're not going to go through the front door, though. We're going to go around here. There's a little path right here. There is also a newspaper. You can read that if you like. I am not going to, because it doesn't say anything super important, I don't believe.
Stay out of the time, bro. Bad shit going down.
Unfortunately, we can't take that advice because we gotta go inside. It's a very important area. Well, not really. It's actually a side area. It's a secondary goal because we could just go straight for the warehouse. I know where it is, but where's the fun in that? Let's complete the secondary objectives, right? There's something around here, though. That's a data cube. From New York First Federal National Bank to John Palmer, we regret the breach of security in your New York First Federal account. We here at NYFF obviously take such matters seriously, and will hold you in no way responsible for the damages incurred. All your assets prior to the unauthorized transactions have been transferred to account number 947761 with the PIN number 2867. We suggest you change this PIN number as soon as you have had a chance to verify your new account. Again, our most sincere apologies. Rest assured that NYFF will ensure that such intrusions do not happen again. Sincerely, Bob Latham, Vice President, Computer Security, New York First Federal National Bank. Well, that's not something you want people seeing. We also don't really need it because we can just hack now. Speaking of hacking, let's check our skills. Okay, we got 660 skill points. So if you remember the last part, I said I was going to spend it either on lockpicking or electronics. We maxed out computer. Because, like I said in the very beginning, that's usually how my skills end up. I have enough to max out computers anyway, so I just go for it right away. Anyways, let's enter through this conveniently open window. And we're in. Also, that's a nice little detail. I don't know if you noticed that. I went in kind of quickly, but from the outside, from the street level, you can see the fan moving from outside, and it's still moving inside. That's neat. Attention to detail. I like it when developers do such things. There's also some money here. 350 credits. We currently have 3,431. Awesome. We can use that to spend it on things. Anything in this closet? Nope. Anything up here? Nope. You know, I didn't even think to jump. I don't think I ever checked. Just clothes in there. Big bed. Bathroom, obviously. A toilet with no toilet paper. A book. If you'd like to read that, go right ahead. 1, 2, 3. A faucet. We'll take this medkit though. There's also a shower here with no door. Pretty cool. This is well textured. I think this mod's rather nice, honestly. And the living room. Now, whose apartment is this? Got some food here. Soy food, delicious. Also some soda. Nuke. Let's read this. Ah, you heard that, right? Or you saw that. There's a terrorist outside. Quick note, if you need any help with work, check the painting on the wall and count back from 4. Gotta run, -P. This is Paul's apartment, or rather Paul's hotel room. Also a book here. Vishnu's Fall. You can read this if you want to. I'm not going to. I'm gonna go check this area here, this closet. Anything inside? Anything cool? The answer is no, not really. Now, how did Paul put a keypad behind the painting that leads somewhere? Count back from 4, it says. So you just gotta do this. 4, 3, 2, 1. And it opens very slowly. Opens this. Now, how did he put this in a hotel room? Now, it's a game from 2000, 2001, so no biggie. But let's step inside. Got some points, 40 skill points. We also got a bevy of equipment here. We got 3 multi-tools. We'll definitely take those. We got 13 now. 1 biocell and 2 lockpicks. As well as 2 boxes of 10mm ammo that we don't need because we're full on it. And some NA medkit. We also got ballistic armor. We're not going to take that. We have no need for it. Hey Ruben, didn't have a chance to get your own net account, so feel free to use mine in the meantime. Login is P. Denton and password is Chameleon. Make yourself at home and I'll see you soon, -P. Well, let's log in. P. Denton, Chameleon. We can hack it into if we want to. We can hack into it if we want to, excuse me. We're not going to. A lot of emails. Sweet Charity, miss you. I left a message on your machine but wanted to follow up. With both of us traveling, it's hard to get together, isn't it? I miss you so much. I'll make it up to you when I get back. Oh wait, your brother's staying with you, isn't he? Well, just wait until you're alone. We'll work things out, promise. Kisses. Alrighty then. Kavork Inc. Spam. Tired of life? Hello, friend. Has life become too impersonal, too tedious, too painful for you? Then now is the time to exert control. To make that decision which is ultimately the only real choice we ever have, the decision to die. Some may describe this as an act of selfishness, excuse me, but with the dwindling reserves of natural resources throughout the world, you're actually contributing to the well-being of all those around you. A recent bill passed by the United States Congress even authorizes a one-time payment of 10,000 credits to your chosen benefactor upon passing away. So do yourself, your family, and your friends a favor and visit any one of the Kavork Inc. clinics in a neighborhood near you. We'll help you make a difference quickly and quietly. Sincerely, Derek Schmidt, Director of Development, Kavork Inc. Now, Kavork's a reference for that one guy. And this also reminds me of that episode in Futurama. Jay Reyes, settled in yet? Hey Ruben, thought I'd help you unload your boxes, but I'm tied down trying to get one of the medical analyzers working. Damn thing nearly lasered off one of my fingers. Catch you later for a beer maybe? Maybe. Hi me. I guess he knew that we were going to use Paul's computer. Network administrator, message undeliverable. I'm reading all these because they're important. 1. That's interesting. Subject, your results sent Wednesday 2/18/59 to 0600. Did not reach the following recipients. 1, as it says up here. Unable to deliver message due to a communications failure. La-di-da. Message as follows. I'm definitely worried about the test results. There are some implications that I'm afraid to pursue too much further. Let me start over. I'm definitely worried about the test results. There are some implications there that I'm afraid to pursue too much further. There we go. I'll talk to Tracer, proceed with caution, -P. Classic Movies account verification. Mr. Denton, we've received your order for Blue Harvest and see you next Wednesday. At your earliest possible convenience, please remit 110 credits, at which point they'll be shipped immediately. Thanks for your business, Marcy Plygrond, Vibrant Videos Inc. Log out. Also go ahead and shut this thing back up. Just because we're nice like that. Just don't know how Paul managed to get that into his hotel room. That's why it's like, this fits more a apartment than a hotel room, you know? But it's a game from 2000, so no big deal. Paul gave us the keys to his apartment. Well, be very careful here, though, because there's something around this corner. There is terrorists here. 2 of them. You don't want to step out here and sneak up behind them. You think you might want to do that, but don't do that. There's a reason for that. I could show you, but I'm not going to. I'll just explain it later. I'm going to go ahead and use my... this. I think this will work. I can't... my memory's a little bit fuzzy, because I always forget. Perfect. Not perfect, but he almost got us. You know what? I shouldn't have put this scope on this crossbow. It looks silly, and you can't take it off. Because I'm never going to use it. Ever. Oh well, because I also don't know how that's possible, like if that was a real-life mini crossbow. Like, how are you going to aim that? Like, I think it's better just to not have it on there, but anyways. Close this. We'll also lock our apartment door. Hotel door, excuse me. There's a, newspaper here, if you want to read that. I just noticed, like, it shows, you can read it from here if you like. That's what the graphics mod does. Actually, we're going to read this. This actually has something to do about design that we picked up. Bellevue reports increase in admittance. New World Press, excuse me. Bellevue Hospital has reported a 50% increase in the number of patients admitted over the last 3 months compared to this same period last year. A disturbing trend, said Dr. James Cabell, and one that's stressing our personnel to the limits. Many of those admitted are homeless that the police can't or won't deal with. Some of them afflicted with the Grey Death. We simply don't have the facilities to deal with those cases, and most of the hospitals refuse to accept them. Many have linked the outbreak to mental illness to the recent rise in recreational drug use, in particular, the new designer drug Zyme. Speaking on condition of anonymity, one public official said that Zyme has simply become a threat to the public welfare. There have already been discussions with Washington on a zero-tolerance solution. Others have suggested chemical contamination could be the culprit, citing the recent chlorine spill that has rendered the East River almost lifeless. Alrighty then. Kind of funny of us to read that after, like, just casually after taking out these terrorists here. And he has nothing on him. That's funny.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We got some points, 65.
Thanks for taking care of those guys. You from the police?
UNATCO.
Yeah? Well, you might be interested. I heard them talking. They said something about
How they had just put in a generator in a warehouse a few streets south of here?
Did you catch the name of the street?
No, but they were talking about their security setup.
Anything interesting?
It sounded like there was underground access. They're using the word righteous as some kind of password.
That's very helpful. Thanks.
That is very helpful, because we're going to use that password later on. I'm just going to loot this. Well, he has nothing. So you don't want to step out onto the hallway, because as soon as you do, the terrorists will shoot each hostage in the head and they die. And that's not a good thing, because you want to rescue them.
Thought I was a goner.
You could have been if we stepped out into the hallway. There's something around here, though. Another account number data cube. From New York First Federal National Bank to John Palmer. Thanks for choosing NYFF. We're excited about your business and the trust you've shown by placing your valuable assets in our care. NYFF has one of the most secure banking info structures in the United States. An impregnable vault that protects you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. A complete list of our security protocols and procedures is always available for your perusal at that, and we welcome any questions or comments you might have. At NYFF, we're not just protecting you for today, but also against tomorrow. Your new account number is 543654, and the PIN number is 5544. For your protection, we recommend that you do not share this information with anyone and wipe this data cube after committing it to memory. And welcome to NYFF. That's the same guy who had an account breach, and no wonder, because he leaves these data cubes all over the place. 2 of them so far. That's bad security. Something in here. We can't open it yet. We gotta find the key.
You just about saved my life.
Yes, I did. This guy's listening to the game in there. And this door is all grated up too, barred.
Trying to catch my breath.
Let's go over, not down the steps. We're not done yet. We gotta climb this broken elevator shaft, because there's some stuff up here. There's a multi-tool. Anything else up here? Nope, just one multi-tool. Unfortunately, we can't go to the 3rd floor, because, like I said, the elevator shaft is broken. There's not even an elevator here. Well, that's... I was gonna say that's up there. That looks like just a roof. Let's open these. That's a biocell. And that is another multi-tool. We got 15 of them, my goodness. Anything out here? Be careful here, I'm gonna walk. Just in case there's any terrorists nearby. Gotta save, excuse me. That must be Mr. Renton.
You better get out of here, Mr. Renton. Terrorists have taken cover inside the hotel.
Can't leave the desk unattended.
You'll be caught in the crossfire. I have to order you to leave the building.
Yes, of course. I'll close up in a second.
Now, he's acting a little bit funny. Is there anybody around here? Oh, you see that there? A terrorist leg. Now I get a little bit, I never knew how a strategy to take him out, because it's kind of hard to walk in there, because we're going to alert him. But since I know about this...
I know I heard something. I got
How about you? Messed up my call sign. Take that back. Loot him, he has nothing. And there we go.
You alright, Mr. Renton?
Fine, I think that's all of them. You got the guys upstairs, right?
Yeah. By the way, I saw your daughter down the street. She didn't look so good.
Sandra? Was she coming back to the hotel?
I took care of a thug who was harassing her, but she's still mixed up in some pretty nasty business. You better talk to her.
No more talking. If you see her, tell her I don't care what she's been doing. She can come home. No questions, no speeches.
I'll tell her she can trust you.
That's it, we're done with this hotel. Mission accomplished. The UNACO soldiers can come in and arrest these guys. There's a data cube here. Commander Phrase.
I should probably go find her. Oh, I don't know.
We're pinned down in Hell's Kitchen, I'm not sure what to do. They'll slaughter us in the streets wherever they find us. This one mech og is like a giant walking tank. That's obviously Gunther.
Maybe she'll come in from the fighting.
I saw someone pour a clip into him and didn't even phase him. I lost contact with Alpha and Delta teams. Usuri and Tompkins are dead. I don't know what to do. We've holed up in a hotel. It's so different than training. Please tell me what we should do. If we leave, they'll kill us, all. If we stay, we're dead. I've had to take hostages. I know we were supposed to minimize civilian casualties, but I didn't have a choice. What can we, and I'm assuming we walked up before we can finish.
To do this to me?
Let's go over here. There's some money over here. 50 credits, nice. There's also a newspaper if you want to go ahead and read that. We already read that actually. A book, The Man Who Was Thursday. You may want to read that if you like. I'm not going to. Gonna take that. The nano key, that goes up to that room at the top. I'm gonna explore this corner though. Like, you never know. Like, I always double check, even though I know where everything is, almost everything is in this game. Also running.
You saved my life.
Also running low on
I'm gonna wait here till things settle down.
bioenergy. Okay, that opens that. So let's go in here. Soy food, we'll take that. There's also a newspaper here. You can read that if you like. It's basically storing yourself digital-wise, and they put you in a crypt. It's a pretty interesting read, but I kind of just don't feel like reading it, unfortunately. I've done too much reading already, even though I missed out on some newspapers. It's really awkward to like read things out loud, because I mess it up pretty easily. Got some dead junkies here. She doesn't have anything, and he doesn't have anything. There's Zyme here though, and you could take these. I'm thinking of dropping this one though, because we're running low on room. And I'm gonna be grabbing some more things in the future, but I'll take this for now. Why not? Better in our hands than in Junkie's hands. Anything in here? Just a bathroom. There's also a pack of cigarettes here. We can enter here, too. I'm gonna check, and if I don't like what's in there, I can always just reload. So let's lockpick this, because we can't open it. You can open the front door, but not this closet, unfortunately. Alright, what's in here? Oh, that wasn't worth it, darn it. So let's go ahead and load that up. That may seem lame to you, but that's just how I play. And not a whole lot in this apartment. Let's go ahead and just leave. We are done. The UNACO trooper outside will be pretty happy.
Thanks.
UNACO trooper will be pretty happy we took care of that. We're not quite done, actually. There's one more thing over here. That is, I'm trying not to step on the rats. An ATM. And a weird popping sound. Wonderful. We got some credits, 348. We also have this public access terminal if you want to read that, though that's the same from the subway, I believe. Yeah, it is. Let's leave. We currently have 3829 credits. We're getting there. Like I said, you get more money if your computer skill is higher.
There were a couple of NSF on the second floor. I took care of the situation.
What about the hostages?
Doing fine. You guys can relax.
Guess we didn't need that specialist after all.
Guess not.
Well, I'm glad they made it.
Alright. Now the next step, now that we're done here, we gotta go to the tavern. There's a sign signing up for the Knicks. There's also another sign I want to show you. It's right around here, right around this corner. I don't know what that first word says, but Dragon's House of Pain. The Ultimate Gentleman's Club, 5th Street up Broadway. Will we go there? No, we won't. Take a little closer look at that. Oh, that's just a buxom lady wearing a skin-tight suit. Nice. Let's go over here. I think my sound's acting a little bit weird. I'm hearing popping. I think that's just my imagination. Let's not worry about that. Here's where a lot of talk is going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and hack this ATM, because why not? 616. I'm hearing a little bit of popping, so just give me a few seconds here. I'm gonna go ahead and save. I'm gonna restart the game. Okay, we are back. I think it's gone. I think that happens sometimes. Like whenever you do a quick load, like that can happen. It's also a little loud in here for me, so I may have to edit this in the software after I'm done, darn it. I forgot to change the
I spill my drink.
effects channel. I could probably do that now, actually. Why not that? Turn that down a little bit. Let's keep it at 6, just like the music. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Nah, it's still kind of loud.
Buy ambrosia from a drug dealer?
We're talking about your wife, the Grey Death.
I don't know. If I gave it to her, and it was cut...
Jojo's good for it. People know him. He'd be hanging from a streetlight if he was selling bad vaccine. Hey, Shay, Cape Cod. Here's a little vodka this time. Coming up.
Guess I have to do something.
We'll talk to them in a minute. I'm gonna go back to that ATM. There's one more we haven't hacked. I'm gonna cancel that. That one's out of service. So when you do this, you may notice it says minus 307. That's because these two share, they share something. That's what happens. Just want to show that real quick. And also, the popping is gone. That was very strange.
You would never forgive yourself if...
I know.
It's to be expected. Ambrosia's a controlled substance. Most people don't even think it exists.
To be paying in shits in a grimy alley somewhere.
You ought to be thankful the dealers got their hands on it. A week from now, listen to me. I say this for your own good. Next week, it might be too late.
Let's go and talk to him.
Yes?
We could be mean and say, tell me where you plan to get ambrosia. I'll make sure you're arrested on conspiracy charges. That's... JC could be pretty mean if you want him to be, but we're not going to choose that.
Just curious. I thought I heard you say ambrosia.
My wife has the plague.
He already lost his daughter.
Sorry to hear that.
So do I trust some street punk called Jojo to get me pharmaceuticals? Trust him with my wife's life?
I thought ambrosia was an urban legend.
Jojo probably just wants to sound like a player. I shouldn't get my hopes up.
I don't know what to say. You just have to do what you think is right.
Let's talk to him again. He's got more to say.
Can I ask a question?
Go right ahead.
I'm looking around for a power generator, possibly hidden, large enough to power a building.
You in real estate?
I just need to find it.
Oh, of course. You know, I tied in power at a place a few blocks south. A warehouse. Strangest thing. They wanted to conceal these gas-driven generators on the second floor. Didn't give a hoot if their own people got asphyxiated.
How do I get over there?
No way through the blockades now. We went over some rooftops to get there. There was a lift. The code was 3316, I think.
Thanks for the tip.
That is very, very helpful. Second floor, it said. He said. He doesn't say anything else.
I think he should do it. His wife is very sick.
You know, if we find
I'm gonna do it.
I'm glad. I hope she does better.
Can't be any worse for her than morphine.
Hey, it's Shay. One for the road.
You can barely hear the bartender.
Hi, my name is Meg.
Meg Griffin? No, just Meg from Deus Ex. Let's go ahead and, there's a guy there we gotta talk to. He's kind of important. Not kind of, he is important. And she is a minor character, but she's nice to talk to.
What can I get you?
You work here, you must know the area. Heard of an old warehouse with an illegal power generator?
Not exactly, but if you're looking for a warehouse, you should probably start in the warehouse district.
Where's that?
A few blocks south. Not a bad walk, but the riot police have blocked the roads because of the NSF.
I'd like to check it out.
Well, you may be out of luck. Even though one of the old warehouses faces onto the park, I don't know how you'd get inside.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Something to drink. Everything in the bar, snacks too, just 10 credits.
Nah, we're not gonna buy anything yet.
That's some heavy augmentation.
Yeah. Ask your Natco, what's it to you?
I'm in the business.
Well, I was in an early program, okay? I can still polish a glass. Good luck with your business.
Nah, that's all she has to say for now. Well, the warehouse is in the warehouse district. I mean, why didn't I think of that, right? Let's go ahead and save and talk to this gentleman here. Also, he looked like he was hovering a little bit. That's supposed to be my imagination.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Hey, you look like the vigilante type. What if I said I knew where you could load up on military hardware?
You mean that guy smuggler across the street?
Already know him, huh? Too bad. Hey, how about I tell you about something you can't hear from anybody else?
What's that?
Area 51. You heard of it, right?
Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about a warehouse with an illicit generator.
I worked out there. Most people think they got aliens from another planet, but I didn't see any flying saucers. You want to hear about it? I'll tell you. For the price of a beer.
Okay, so you gotta buy him a beer. Or just get him a beer, but if you buy just one, this happens.
Beer, please.
There you go.
You need to buy two. There's a reason for that. Because watch this.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
That one's warm. Get me something from the bartender.
Because that beer is for smuggler's information. I think. It's either that,
Beer, please.
There you go.
or you're just gonna need to go ahead and buy two all the time. Buy two, and it'll work.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
I appreciate it. Yep, I know for a fact it's not just for government research. I've seen all kinds of executives coming and going.
I'm sure plenty of bureaucrats fly out there.
Billionaires, big executives. I think the whole place has been taken over by a private corporation.
Not likely.
Something's going on underground. I'm a pilot, which means I didn't get any access to the main complex. But a lot of rock comes out of there. It's some kind of mine. But what I don't understand is why they're always laying more fiber optic cables.
A pilot? What do you fly?
Copters. You know what I think? I think that's where the UN moved Echelon 4 back when they promised they were going to stop spying on people.
Surveillance is a very distributed technology. To centralize it in one large facility would be very unusual, even for the UN.
I bet they did it. They want to centralize everything. Every computer on the planet.
He has more to say. He also said some interesting things just now.
Know anything that's worth the price of a beer?
This old bird's had enough. Hell, I'm about to go on duty.
What kind of chopper pilot starts work at midnight?
You're with UNATCO, right?
Why do you ask?
I'm the one that flies your brother Paul to Hong Kong. He told me to watch out for you.
I didn't know UNATCO hired pilots.
The black choppers are run by the NSA to support various classified operations. Pentagon uses them, the CIA. They hired me because I don't ask any questions.
He has one more thing to say.
What was Paul's assignment in Hong Kong?
Like I said, I know how to keep a secret. Even between brothers.
So he's holding something back. The reason UNATCO transferred him back to the States.
Listen to your brother, JC. Respect his experience. Let's leave it at that.
Gotcha.
Your brother's one of the bravest men I know. I sure hope Paul knows what he's doing. Check out the girl in the leather top.
I didn't see any girl with a leather top. I don't think you're talking about Meg. Let's go and save. We're done with him. Got some stuff back here.
Shoot.
Oh, you can buy some stuff from her.
Never mind.
There's some stuff back here. There's a medkit right there, and there's... trying to get it from this direction. I thought she had something else. Never mind. Let's go over here. We just met Jock. He's an important character in this game. There's Sandra. There's a guy right there. We're going to talk to him in a little bit.
You the guy that helped Sandra?
I think your friend is going to be all right.
What about Johnny?
He's on his back in the alley.
Serves him right. About time.
What can you tell me about his boss, Jojo?
Oh, Jojo, he's nothing, man. We used to go out. His body mods? Cosmetic. Scars? I saw him cut his face one time just so he'd look mean.
Maybe I'll cap his ass, too.
Well, if you ever want to get into the warehouse where he hides out, I know the code. It's 3316.
Thanks. You've been very helpful.
Well, we already got the code, but that's still helpful. And also, he's on his front, not his back. And the way JC says, maybe I'll cap his ass too, is always so funny to me. If you don't kill Johnny, he says, maybe I'll give him a good scare instead, Jojo. Instead of saying, you know, the capping line. Play pool if you like. This pool table's rigged. What a shame. Let's talk to Sandra, see what she's up to.
Talk to your father. He asked me to invite you back home. No strings attached.
How sweet.
You could at least let your father know you're all right.
He knows where I am.
You mad at him or something?
No, but I don't want him running my life like he runs that cheap hotel.
He doesn't do such a bad job.
He never got nowhere because he never took chances. That ain't me. I'm gonna do things my way.
I think you should be more grateful for what he's done. Let's leave it at that.
Bit of father-daughter drama going on.
Mind your own business.
No. I have to poke into your affairs because I can get some skill points from you.
I don't need you or anybody telling me what to do. Somebody should take a wrecking ball to that scummy hotel.
The hotel is pretty scummy. There's rats everywhere. Let's talk to this guy, see what he's up to.
Joe Green, Midnight Sun, glad to know you. What can you tell me about what's going on out there?
Sorry, regulations prevent me from talking to the press.
Regulations, huh? So you are part of the crackdown.
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
Too stylish for the National Guard? Too athletic for NYPD? You must be from UNATCO.
I really can't be bothered right now.
Alright, so it's a good idea not to talk to him again right after this, because there's a reason for that. If you read that book back at UNATCO, you should not associate with the press because we're undergoing a very sensitive mission right now. Operational security, loose lips, sink ships, and also if you do talk to him again, I'm just going to say it because I'm going to forget later on, Manderley chastises you for talking to the press too much, so not a good idea to talk to him, but yeah. And I did talk to him when I first played this game, when I got into it back in the day, the very first time. There's a bathroom here, unisex bathroom. Anything inside it? Let's go in the stalls. Any leftover equipment? That's a nasty toilet. I try not to use public restrooms in real life. No thank you. Anyways, we're done with the tavern. I'm gonna make a save and a backup, just because I feel like it. Yeah, weird thing about that popping earlier, that I think that happens sometimes. I don't know if that was the first time. Also, hold up, I think you get some skill points if you go back to the front entrance. I'm gonna do that. Answer is no. I guess I'm misremembering. So let's just leave. This leads out back to the streets. We're done with the tavern. I don't think I forgot anything, did I? We'll go ahead and delete this code. We don't need it. And we'll delete these innocuous information here. It's just taking up space. We don't need this, of course. Keep that. We'll also delete this. And we'll delete that as well. Delete that. We don't need this anymore, the soda machine code. And we're good. Okay, next. I think we can go ahead and talk to Smuggler. Or we can talk to people in the free clinic here.
All clear.
I think we will. We got about 15 minutes left, so we may be done by the time we're wrapping up with the NPCs in here. So Paul, UNATCO said, Paul led the civilians into the clinic. Saved a lot of lives by clearing the streets. No weapons allowed beyond this point. Well, I'm not giving up my weapons. Just don't unholster it.
I heard a lot of shooting outside. They told me to come in here.
That was wise of them.
The riot cops are running scared.
Reminds me of Washington. I was there when the NSF overran Squalnomi, back when they were called the Northwest Secessionist Forces.
Were you at Squalnomi?
Yeah, it was night. They came in with thermoptic camo and we never picked them up on any of the sensors. What a goddamn mess.
I didn't know.
Had a hard time sleeping after that. Didn't do real good on the psych evals either. Got drummed out in short order.
The Army probably didn't want to have any reminders hanging around.
Yeah, and now look what they got. NSF in downtown Manhattan. Same guys that nearly whooped us in the Northwest. Bet the brass remembers Squalnomi now.
Interesting information. Let's talk to him.
Hey there. I'm Raphael. This here's Jake.
Hey.
That's it. I'm not gonna pester them any further.
Welcome to Tenderloin Clinic.
Tenderloin Clinic is an interesting name. And there's some people around here.
It's all ice cream and lollipops. That's what the nice man on TV said.
Alright. About you.
Not now. Please. Leave me alone.
So the clinic is packed, pretty much. Who's this guy?
Who will help the widow's son? Excuse me?
Oh,
Sorry, I thought you were someone else.
So he's not really important. I guess this is an Easter egg. Someone mentioned that this is a Freemason Easter egg or something. Talk to him again.
The NSF are playing right into our hands.
Are they now?
I don't hear much about it, but I know the signs. There's gonna be an announcement soon. We just have to give DC a little push.
There's some weird stuff in this game sometimes that doesn't make any sense to
You
me.
don't like the do-it-yourself type. How about the automated care plan? Only 2,000 credits. Medkits are 300, but if you want augmentation work, you need the bots.
That is pretty expensive. We're not going to buy that.
Never mind.
As you wish.
As you wish, he says. Let's talk to this guy.
Got a few credits?
You have the plague?
Nah. Cops ran us off the streets. Usually I go into the water tunnels in the warehouse district, but somebody boarded up the window.
You live in a tunnel?
Actually, I like to stay on the roof of this big apartment building. Nice view, if it's not too cold. There's a freight elevator at the end of the tunnel.
Where's that window you were talking about?
It's a basement window in the park south of the hotel.
That building is talked about as Osgood and Sons. Very handy information. Water tunnels lead to the warehouse district. A freight elevator goes to the roof of a large building. Well, it's near Osgood and Sons. I think it's the same building. Go ahead and delete that. I don't think there's anything in here. It's just a little courtyard that's inside. It's outside, never mind.
One of the doctors can help you.
Well, I don't really need any help. I'm just here to get information.
Hi, I'm in charge of law enforcement on this block. You doing all right?
Yeah. They told me to come in here. Is that okay?
Perfectly fine. Just making sure everyone's safe.
Hey, while you're at it, you ought to do something about the NSF. Perfectly good shelter.
You know what they're doing in this neighborhood?
Kicked us out of the old Osgood place. A bunch of us camping in the tunnels. Talk about rights, but when they want something, they take it.
Maybe I'll look into it. You take care of yourself.
Ah, neat. Yep, like I said, Osgood.
I'm not the only one they threw out.
Osgood and Sons is an important area. Some restrooms here. Let's enter the male's restroom. There's not much going on in here. And it's still in conversation.
If you think you have gray
music.
death, please pick up an information packet.
For some reason. Let's go in the women's restroom. Unlike UNATCO, there's no problem entering the women's restroom in the clinic. Well, I think that music would go away once we talk to someone else. That's a little strange.
I want satisfaction.
We've done all that we can. It's time for you to go.
This is supposed to be a free clinic. Bet you'd do something if I had more money.
You've got the plague, sir.
You know, rich people don't get gray death.
Don't make me call security.
Like Mr. Billionaire Bob Page. He don't have it. The president don't have it. I never seen a movie star who's got it. You don't have it.
He's a little belligerent.
Wait your turn.
So we could be mean. He said leave, don't make me use force, but it's better to choose this.
You should be more appreciative. By helping you, this gentleman risks his own health.
But he won't give me any medicine.
Trust me, when there's a cure, the city will underwrite the cost. The virus threatens everyone.
I don't believe you.
And I won't hesitate to prescribe the treatment for you.
You better not.
And that is it. Oh, what the heck is going on? Why is it like that?
Thank you. The ones with the plague can be so stubborn sometimes.
Don't mention it.
Let me express my gratitude. You can have the automated care plan for $1,200. That's at a 40% discount. Or a med kit for $180.
We're still not going to buy it. That's a good discount, though.
Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Because we just don't need any medical care. Yeah, that music's still going on. That's... game's being weird. What the deuce. There's a newspaper here if you want to read it. Grave Times. Well, this is pretty short. I'll read it. Drown the ceremony of innocence, party in the blood dime tide, lose all conviction, featuring Oblivion, Pretty and Twisted, Tiger Tiger, DJ VLIW, the Gibson Cowboys, and Brewer's Phrase. March 17, 100 credits, location, Undernet 245-91003, no guns, no knives, no morals, no thing, no where, no cops. Yes, Zyme, yes, sex, yes, dance, yes, Turday. Everything is permitted, nothing is free. Sounds like a great time. Summary of services right here if you want to read that, and we're pretty much done with this clinic. There's a guy here, though.
Vectors. The vectors are all wrong.
You know, some of them are a little,
You
what's
must pay the doctors
cryptic?
in cash
That's the
before
word.
treatment can begin.
I don't want to pay anybody. I'm leaving. We're done here. Let's leave.
Christ. You see the guy begging for a cure?
Yeah, what about him?
It won't help. There is no cure.
How do you know?
They show you stuff in the military. You want to know the real battlefield? It's microscopic. We can't even see it. Lucky for me, I got immunizations, but that guy, well, once you're infected, you're infected.
And what about me?
I don't know. You got lucky. Not a bad thing to be.
That's all they have to say. We're not going to bother them. They don't really say anything important, and there's the skill points I was thinking of. You leave this clinic after being done, and you get skill points. I mistakenly thought you get it after finishing the tavern. We currently have 915. Pretty close to these. My memory is failing me. I thought I'd be able to train these already. Well, let's just go. Let's get out of here. And the music is back to normal, guys. Hooray. Let's go back to where that pathway led, downstairs. This is going faster than I thought, though. We're almost out of time. Where I want to go is right here. Alright, we did a lot in this playthrough. We gotta go down there. So we finished all the secondary objectives out here. I'm gonna delete this. We already know that. We're not gonna go to the warehouse yet. We still got more to do here in Hell's Kitchen. We finished this entire area. We rescued the hostages. We talked to the people in the tavern. We talked to the people in the free clinic. We got a lot of equipment, a lot of lockpicks and multi-tools. So when we come back, guys, we're gonna have to go visit this area down here. Where does it lead? You'll see in the next part, but I want to say thank you very much for watching, guys, and leaving likes, leaving comments, and making it to the end of the video. All that stuff really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. So until the next part, which will be on Friday, I will see you then. Take care of yourselves and have a good week.